Good day to you, Scorpio. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is your reading for the 4th week of August. So this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave what does not. So if any part of this reading is not resonating with you, Scorpio, kindly look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. I'd like to thank those of you that have subscribed to my channel. For those of you that haven't, please do consider. YouTube works off algorithms. So we see some interesting stuff coming up here for you, Scorpio. Interesting. Things have not worked out the way you had anticipated. There could have been some conflict situations that some of you have had to deal with. Also, feeling as though there's been a sense of loss and defeat in some circumstances. But looking at this, you could very well have an Aquarius person in your life, could also have Aquarius in your chart. So we're seeing this. We're seeing that many of you could have gone through a lot of difficulties and you've had to use a lot of effort with all of your situations and your circumstance to create this element of change within yourself and to allow this change within yourself to happen. We could see that there has been a situation with a love situation there has been some disappointment. Some of you could have had some expectations of somebody. Even, there was this hope that there would be this difference or this change or promises that were made. And it's almost as though everything was totally beyond your control. There was almost nothing that you could do about it. No matter how much you try to hold on to the situation, no matter how much you try to fix the situation, it was truly beyond your control to try to make things work. It's as though some part of you was just trying to hold on to the material security within your situation. And that was very difficult because things were just slipping through your hands and things were not working out. Could be almost as though your partner could have let you down, could have deceived you on a certain level, made promises that they were not prepared to make it. Also, some of you could have also gone through a situation where, even though you had said you were going to do certain things or you needed to do certain things, we see that courage could have just deserted you when you needed it. And it can happen. Sometimes it's just, we get into these situations where the other person is not being cooperative and they just put you in a situation where there is so much of difficulty. There's so much of unfortunate circumstances that happen. And it seems that some of you were feeling so disempowered in your situation that no matter how much you tried to make things work, and even in the situation, some of you could have found yourself becoming not the best version of yourself, Scorpio. You could have found yourself in the situation where the whole circumstance became so confusing, and you could have been dealing also with a partner that has been so dishonest with you, who's just been lying to you, and it just this whole situation. Oh, what fell out here? Justice, you see, justice. Libra energy could have this. Oh no, I'm not going to pick this up because this just jumped out too quickly. I need to shuffle a bit more. So we see this here, you're having these situations here and it's just overwhelming you, and it's almost as though you are feeling, I went through this and I put up a good fight and I've learned so much, and I want to have my love situation to be comfortable for me. I want it to work out because I'm prepared to put in the effort. And some of you are wanting this fairness in your relationship. We see this with this Justice card. You're wanting this fairness within your relationship, and you're hoping to achieve this love situation to be a little fair. The Star card up again in reverse. The Moon, Pisces energy. So you got Aquarius, Libra, Pisces energy in your space. King of Pentacles, you've got the Ten of Wands. King of Wands, fire energy here, and that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Page of Pentacles here. Two of Wands here, and you have got the Five of Swords, and I think you've also got the Five of Swords. No, that's the Five of Wands. Yeah, you've got the Five of Swords here as well. So you've got this reading, Five of Swords twice in your reading. So it's very much a case of many of you, having the situation where things are not working out. You could have this Aquarius person in your space and this relationship is not working out with them. Things are very complicated. You could be having a relationship with this Pisces person that is keeping you very disempowered. It's actually, you know, making you feel less than, and you are so caught up with what you think you can do, as opposed to, you know, you can't see the path very clearly right now because you are lacking the self-confidence. See, some of you are lacking the self-confidence in your situations. We see that you're needing to plan and to think about the future, but you are also taking up a lot of responsibility and burdens that is in this relationship. You're placing this on your shoulders, and you are really not wanting to move forward. You are looking to, this is almost like it's a guilt complex that's coming through here, Scorpio, where something from the past has happened that is making you feel very guilty in your present situation. Instead of you know, taking responsibility for yourself, you engaging in unnecessary bickering, you engaging in unnecessary short-term thinking. Instead of you realizing that you do have the whole world out there for you, this, you know, this opportunity is there for you. Some of you could be thinking that, you know what, the world's your oyster, you want to move on. Some of you may be thinking of wanting to emigrate. Some of you may be thinking of wanting something more for yourself because you are feeling so claustrophobic. Some of you just wanting to move away. Some of you could also be thinking of maybe you need a total change from that which you know, wanting to have a new situation, new relationship with somebody completely new. You're wanting somebody completely different from what it is that you know, because that which you know is not bringing you the happiness, Scorpio, that you feel that you desire. There's a need for change, this end to this bickering, this end to this selfish behavior. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who's very selfish, very demanding, always wanting things their own way. Let's see what has come up here. You've got Three of Cups, you've got Nine of Swords. Let me see what flipped over here. You got Scorpio, you got Capricorn energy here, the Devil. You could see, you know what, there has been some situations where things have been joyful. There has been these situations where things have been loving and kind. But we see definitely those of you caught up with this Aquarius energy could be finding yourself in a highly conflict situation. It's highly contagious and it's with its drama, just keeping you so caught up and sleepless and lost, having nightmares. This is actually bringing nightmares to you. We see those of you with this Pisces person, you know, you could have started off a situation or a relationship that was so tempting, so exciting. Some of you could have gotten involved with a Capricorn person, and it could have been a relationship that wasn't exactly public knowledge. It could have been a private relationship, a secretive relationship, and it has become a very toxic situation. You see, you've got the King of Wands, you've got the Ace of Cups, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, you've got Strength, which is Leo energy. You've got the Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So you've got two aces in this reading. So you see there's a lot of you having to make some choices when it comes to people in your life, having to make some choices when it comes to relationships in your life, where you're needing to get involved in a situation, where you're needing to be part of a decision-making process. With some of you just wanting to work and to create this wealth for yourself and manifest this wealth for yourself, because you feel that this is going to open up new opportunities for you. We see that some of you are having this very clear direction for yourself, knowing what it is that you want, and that you need to put yourself into whatever it is that you're doing. Focus yourself, focus your attention to make things a success. We see you are definitely allowing yourself to be burdened when it comes to love situations. There's a lot of conflict, but you're wanting to reignite your love situation. You're wanting your love situation to go into a more beautiful, more accepting space. We see that. We see that a lot of you need to just, you know, rise above what is happening and find this inner strength within yourself to just calm the situation and to have a new idea, a new vision for your love situation, to bring in this new idea, to bring in this new, and to see what is good and what is happening. And also, to some of you also feeling this need to let go of things that are not working out for you. We could see you wanting to hold on to the things that you've worked so hard to accomplish. We see that you're wanting to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you're wanting to have somebody that you can grow with. And this is what's coming through in this relationship. You could have had this situation. You could have put in this time with somebody who's not prepared to make the effort and to make things work with you. They're not prepared to put in this hard work to see the end result. And yeah, you are prepared to put in this work. You are prepared to focus your energies. You are prepared to reignite your love situation and bring this love back into the relationship, reigniting the passion, reigniting the flow, and allowing this flow to happen. You have this very direct vision of how you want things to be. However, you are realizing that you do need to be part of a collective. You do need to bring in this. Some of you could have this family situation or a friend situation, but where there is this a collective where you want to get things together. You want to work hand in hand with your person, with your family, so that you can move forward to a happier, more productive situation. But there is this drama that some of you are caught up with. There is this loss and this lack. Some of you could also be have interfered in somebody else's relationship. It seems like it. You may have thought you were doing something out of the goodness of your heart, but there could have been a lot of misinformation that came through to you. And also maybe your own, you got to be mindful that you were not envious of somebody else's love situation, that you carry this envy into yourself, into your own heart, and may not have given the very right advice to someone else. So be very mindful of that. This is what I'm picking up in this reading, that there could have been a miscommunication that has happened and maybe misleading advice that was given. And if you are feeling concerned about the Scorpio, if you have misled somebody with the advice and you feel that you can correct the situation, there is nothing wrong in apologizing and saying, I think I made a mistake. I think I misjudged the situation. I think this is what we should really look at. Whether it's your personal relationship or something that you ended before you should have ended, or it's a relationship that you keep investing in that is not going anywhere, you need to sit back, re-look at the situation, and then decide for yourself, is this really where I want to be? Is this where I want, is this the person I want in my space? Is this how I want to be? And also be so mindful of collecting and picking up other people's trauma. You have enough on your own plate, Scorpio. You need to sort out your own situations. So try not to pick up other people's dramas and other people's situations into your own life. There is enough that you need to sort out. You have enough on your plate that you need to sort out. So let us see here with Energy Oracle, what is a further message here for you? Oh dear, let's see what popped out here. Very eloquently just popped out here. Yes, some of you could be in a situation, in a mixed family situation, where the dynamics is not very happy at the moment, where things is not happening the way you had hoped it to happen, and it's actually causing you a lot of blockages. So some of you could be in a family situation that's causing you a lot of blockages. So this is definitely towards somebody who's having to deal with other people, close people, so things are not really working out. Some of you are looking at maybe new contracts, maybe new living situations, circumstances, maybe purchasing a house or property, business, but there's a lot of anxiety that some of you are undergoing. You're going through a lot of anxiety, Scorpio, but you must also be very mindful, Scorpio, that you're not picking up, like we say here in South Africa, picking up stompies, when there is, it's really, it's just picking up a small little cigarette. It's called a stompy. You're picking up this little cigarette and you're trying to make it into something that it's not, and you are trying to create a drama for yourself that is not actually there. So just be very mindful that you have all the information. This is important, that you realize that you have all the information, and also focus on your immediate situation, your immediate self, Scorpio. There's a lot to be grateful for. There's a lot of appreciation that is required of you. There's a lot of opportunity to expand yourself. That even though there's a lot of chaos that is happening for you, you need to look at the bigger picture. You need to realize that there is these global opportunities for you. The world has become so much smaller because of the internet, because of, this opportunity to liaise with people, to build a network that is not just local but can be global. So you need to look at all of these things that you have going for you. Really look at your situations and really look at where you are right now and what changes need to be made, Scorpio. So let's see what is happening. You do not need to limit yourself. You do not need to stay stuck, Scorpio. Let's see what Sacred Traveler has to say for you in this reading, Scorpio. A lot of things happening for you, Scorpio. So let's see what is going on here. Let's see what does Sacred Traveler have to say in terms of a bit more advice for you. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. some of you need to realize that you have to keep moving forward regardless of what is going on. You need to ascend this mountain that you are facing. You got to take a risk. You got to venture forward. And as you keep moving forward, as you hold this vision for yourself, for your life, for where it is that you want to be, and not getting caught up in right now, in the trauma and the drama of the right now, and not getting involved in other people's situations, you would start to realize, Scorpio, that you have this great adventure in your own life. And as you continue on this path for yourself, you'll realize there are other people that are part of your collective, that you have support, you have people there that are willing to be with you on this journey and to help you achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. You most probably will meet even a love situation that's going to be more in tune with yourself if you can allow yourself to continue to move forward regardless of the limitations that you may think that you have in your life. Let's see here what the Starseed have as a grounding message for you, Scorpio. This is quite an intense reading for you. But let's see what does Starseed have to say to you, Scorpio. Okay. Okay, loosen your grip. This is very important that you realize that you need to stop trying to control every situation. Some of you could be dealing with addiction in your life or with your partner. There could be the situation where there isn't a problem with addiction. There's also a problem where some of you could be realizing that your coping mechanism is not as great as you would like it, and maybe you need to look at new ways to learn to cope with your situations, to cope with the drama that's unfolding in your life. So you need to look at that. You need to let go, and you need to also realize that you need to rely on your higher power to bring you the understanding and the peace and the truth that you need. Remember that your higher power is however you perceive the divine to be, the God spirit to be, however you look at it to be. So you try to get in touch with your higher spirit. Try to also look at things like relaxation exercises, like meditation, going for long walks, and stop trying to control and micromanage everybody in every situation. Just loosen your grip and flow, Scorpio. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I'll see you guys again next week, but please remember to subscribe to my channel. So please take care, Scorpio. Goodbye.